Let me ask you a question. If you have great knowledge and great skills, but you don't provide an inclusive environment, are you a good or great athletic trainer? What's up, everybody? Thomas J. Barkowski. Welcome back to another episode of ATtalks. We're coming at you with a new series. This is Simple Athletic Training, Episode 1, Inclusion. And yes, I took this photo at NATA Las Vegas. What was that, summer 2019, before the world shut down? So before the video, I asked if you had great skills and great knowledge, but you didn't provide an inclusive environment, are you a good or great athletic trainer? And I would say absolutely not, because it doesn't matter how good your skills are, how much knowledge you have, if your athletes and patients don't want to see you. If they're not coming in to see you for treatment, for evaluations, for issues, for advice, then your skills really mean nothing. Outside of an emergency situation is the only time you're going to use it, because no one's going to walk into your medical facility. So that's why you need to provide an inclusive environment. And when we talk about inclusive environment, am I the most inclusive person? No. I'm always learning, I'm always growing, I'm always evolving. And you probably think that you're inclusive. Most people do. A lot of people get unrationally defensive, like I treat everybody the same and I treat everybody to the best of my ability and I'm inclusive. And that's really not the mindset you should have about it. Your mindset should be, hey, how can we provide a better atmosphere, a better culture, be more inclusive, be more welcoming, be more grateful, show more gratitude to our athletes, our patients, and have them feel welcome to come and see us for anything. It could be, they hurt their finger, they hurt their ankle, they might have torn ACL, they had back pain. We want to see all of that. We don't want people to come in only when, like, the very, very worst case scenario. We want them to come in, or at least I want my kids to come in whenever they want. I want an open door policy. I want them to feel good when they walk in. If they want to leave their backpacks there, sure, go ahead and leave their backpack there. I want them to say hello to me. When they have those issues, I want them to feel comfortable coming to the athletic training room and having that conversation with me. And guess what? You can always get better. You might think you're doing things right, and then someone gives you a different perspective, and you're like, wow, that is not how I meant that to be at all. I really meant it to be like this. So these conversations are very important. And you have to think about things like social determinants of health. You can't just run away from that forever. Some people have different barriers. They have different circumstances. They have different issues that you need to think about when being inclusive and thinking about rehab plans and evaluations and care outside of, the athletic trainer as referrals and stuff. You have to think about all of that. But it all starts with being, the culture that you provide with your athletic training room. And people are going to know if you're a genuine open person, or if I only see them never. And I see that all the time. Kids will come back and they'll say, oh man, I wish you were at the school I went to. Or they would say, hey, this hurts, this hurts, this hurts. And I go, wow, have you seen your athletic trainer? And they go, no, we don't talk to him or her. We don't talk to them. They're not for us. And it makes me very sad, because it's something we can definitely improve on as a collective and a profession. So inclusion, it should be number one. That's why it's the first episode, because you need to have an environment where your athletes, your patients, they feel good about seeing you. They want to see you. They will see you. They'll trust you. They'll trust your advice. They'll trust your evaluation. They'll trust your rehab, and that you can work together to get them back to their sport or back to their daily activities. But it all starts with them feeling, involved and included, not excluded. If they feel excluded, your evaluation skills, your rehab skills, all your skills really don't mean much of anything, because you have nothing to use. You have no patients, you have no visits, no encounters. You're just sitting there twiddling your thumb thinking, man, why is no one coming in here? When really you could be a good human being, you could be a nice person, but people just don't feel welcome. They don't feel invited. They don't feel included. They feel excluded. So they're doing anything they can to not see you. So, hey, inclusion, and don't get mad about it. Don't get defensive. Don't be like, oh man, my inclusion's through the roof. My culture is amazing. It can always be better. You can always grow and evolve as a person.